Still sweating. Gosh, like I said on last vlog, it must be 90 degrees in this motorhome. So Keely's gone in, and I said I'd start this vlog off. Basically, last weekend we went away, and we went to Blackpool South, motorhome and caravan park. Lovely site, great people. Absolutely cannot fault the people there one single bit. Beautiful, kept, really nice, really nice. Only problem, it was far out. It's a good distance out. If you've been, you'll know what I mean. It's a good distance out from basically anything. You know, you need a car, you need to tow a car, you need, you know, we got taxis. We haven't been there for about 20 years, Blackpool. Weren't, you know, I've got a drone, weren't allowed to send that up because we were just up from airport, so we're not allowed to send that up, so I didn't even get any drone shots. And it was windy. It was lovely weather, but it was windy. So it was like, no, not sending drone up, like. So we went, only reason we went is because we were invited by friends to go to Funny Girls. Now, Funny Girls, I had visions in my head. If you don't know what that is, it's men dressed as women, that type of thing. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it can be funny. You know, Funny Girls, I expected entertaining. Tickets about 10 quid each. So, for me and Keely, like, you know, 20 quid. Thought, yeah, we'll have a go at that. We'll have a laugh. Anyway, we turned up there, and it was big old cinema. You know, looked nice, looked great. First drag, you know, person to come on. Funny, yeah, great. You know, I thought this is gonna be a good night. This packed with women, packed with hen parties. I think out of probably 1,000, maybe 2,000 people in there, 1,000, whatever it holds, I don't know. I bet there were about between 4 and 12 fellas. So we didn't have to queue for the toilet, which were a good thing. Well, it weren't really a good thing because there were a lot going off, you know, things going off in toilet, which were very uneasy. And it were have a quick wee and get out, basically, because the toilet cubicles were all full. You know, end of the day, I'll leave it to your own imagination what were happening in them, like. So anyway, then the show started, and basically it was a huge disappointment. It was rubbish. It was absolutely rubbish. Weren't entertaining. No matter how much drunk I got, basically, it was still rubbish. Blackpool itself, won't ever go back. Never go back. And then to top it all, we ended up with bloody COVID. So we got COVID while we were there and all that. So that finished it off. We were supposed to be going up to Kendal and round Lake District from there. So we had to cancel that. Couldn't carry on with that. And we came home. Started feeling a lot better. Tested ourselves a few days later. And we're both showing negative. So we thought, right, what we're going to do to finish this holiday off, where we're going to go. So we are like Barnsley area, so we decided to go out towards, my daughter had gone to Spurn Point, and we went up to Spurn Point and stayed a couple of nights at Spurn Point. I've got drone footage of that, which I'll put on after this. And we went to Spurn Point and had a couple of nights, 3 nights, no, 2 nights, we had to cut that short. So we had 2 nights at Spurn Point. Absolutely gorgeous part of the country. You know, we stayed in a lovely place, Driftwood. Call it Driftwood, out that way, Driftwood, somewhere or other, and really nice. Not a big site. There's 3 permanent pitches there where they've got caravans on, and then the rest are like motorhomes. Wouldn't like to go with a caravan when it were full, you know, because it's really tight, and you'll see me drone footage. When we first got there, they only, like I say, they've only 3 motorhomes on, and 3 caravans, which were they're permanent. You know, it was It was a nice sight. Only problem, when it filled up at weekend, and there's literally one toilet and there's one shower, and they're in the same room. So if somebody's at a toilet, you can't have a shower. If somebody's on a shower, you can't have a toilet. And like I said, when there's 10 vans on there, possibly, you know, with 2 people in each one, you do struggle to, you know, to use shower or toilet if you're busting for a number 2, you know, and somebody's on shower. That's it, you know. So basically, but the people there, lovely people, what run it. It's kept well. It's a nice, quiet area, but it's a lot of bird spotters there, which everyone to their own. And it's you know, so a lot of people with big cameras, you know, and things like that. But it was nice. It was really nice. It was peaceful. And there's a pub just 100 yards down the road, right on bend, and I can't fault that. If it's near a pub, it's a winner for me. It's a winner for me. I can't think what they call the pub. But yeah, fantastic. Nice area. And it was something like 17 quid a night. You know, we electric hook up and, you know, and get rid of your, you know, your waste type of things. So yeah, can't grumble at things like that. 17 quid a night. Like I say, it was quiet, really quiet. But then, like I say, towards weekend, it did fill up. It did fill up, and it was chocker. And then we got, day before we supposed to be coming home, we got a family emergency. So we had to literally chuck everything in motorhome and get back as soon as possible. So back at work tomorrow. But yeah, we'll you know, we'll see where we get. We're hoping to try and get away in the next couple of weeks. What we August, September we're at Kellingheath, so we'll give you a video on that. That's a great place. North Norfolk, Kellingheath, beautiful site, beautiful site. Big as well, big. And like I say, loads to see and do down there. And you don't need to tow a car down there. So yeah, it's a nice little way up. Joe, when we used to go with caravan every year, and there were a couple of years through COVID where we didn't go, and we missed it. It's home from home. It really is home from home, and I can't say how good it is, because it is an absolutely fantastic place. With it beginning of September, and it's a gorgeous place. Gorgeous. I'm looking forward to that one, but hopefully we're gonna get away, you know, before then, because there's loads of places we want to go and see and do. You know, places we did with caravan. We went up Scotland with caravan, and you know, I'd like to do Scotland again. Keely wants to go to Cornwall. We did that with caravan, but me, I like Cornwall. Don't get me wrong, I like Cornwall. But if you've already been there, you know what it's like. The roads are so tight, and we were coming out of Boscastle. We've been down there and been touring around and everything with caravan. And it was a few years back, and I was coming out of Boscastle up this steep hill, and there was a car coming down, so I pulled into a passing spot to let this car come past. Well, this car went right up this hill, so anyway, I presume because they'd stopped, there was another passing point up there. So I carried on up with caravan, brand new caravan, by the way, brand spanking new caravan. So I carried on up this hill, and when I got close to this little old lady in a little red car, realised that there was no passing point whatsoever. So I squeezed my caravan past her. I missed her car by about less than an inch, her wing mirrors. She just sat there, didn't even look at me, froze solid. So I'm squeezing my caravan past her. The near side of my caravan, we're in bushes basically. Anyway, forgot all about it, got to the next pitch, next site, and as I'm putting my awning up, looked at the side of the van, and I gouged it from front to back nearly. Wasn't impressed. Put me off Cornwall for life. But I can't let something like that put me off, because Keely wants to go back to Cornwall. So end of the day, you know, she wants to go back, so we will go back at some point. But yeah, I was annoyed, really annoyed. Very annoyed. So yeah, so that's a bit more about us, and I'm going to put video on, footage from my drone of Spurn Point, We couldn't go too far down Spurn Point because you're not allowed dogs right down at bottom because it's you know, I think because of birds down there, things like that. But you're allowed on certain beaches with dogs, which Buster enjoyed it, but it was windy. So drone footage is you know, it's all right. You know, took it up to 100 metres, something like that, and it's you know, some really nice weather. So I'll put that on straight after this video, you know, like, and you'll see what it's like for yourselves. But very nice place, very nice place. So yeah, cheers.